What's up? Let me turn my air conditioning off. Oh, my swamp cooler is so loud. Let me get my water. Hi, Marin.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. How's your Google business? Your Gmail? Did you get it back?
I don't know what I did. I somehow figured it out and it's letting me use it in search on Google again.
Let's go. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. That would be a big bummer. I talked to Sam about that. I was like, oh man, that would you change your whole email and everything. So
I know. Maybe they were just like sketched out for like the one day because I made a lot of calls. So maybe they were just like too many searches. I don't know.
who knows? Um, yo, what's up, Hayden?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
It's good. I got to see your video today with Clay. I needed that today, so thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. I dude, I have a fun story of for today that kind of relates to that, but um
100%.
yeah, it's just about putting in the attention every single day, every day.
Oh yeah. I got first time. I think the I haven't actually had really anybody blow up cold calling as opposed to 2 days ago. Kind of had my first real one. A guy telling me I was just basically going off about hunting people down and all this other stuff, cold calling, and I just kind of started laughing and moved on to the next one. But yeah.
He just got angry, is that what you're saying?
He got angry and it was more so he's like, so you guys just like cold call people all day? And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much, man. He was like, man, it's just crazy. It's just like you guys are just like hunting people down and all this other stuff. It's just honestly at this point I feel like I'm so numb to it. You just kind of laugh and move on. But yeah, that's why it's great to get on this call and get talk to a sea of hunters doing the same thing. So
Ah.
it's great to
Man,
be
I'm
here.
honestly genuinely surprised it doesn't happen more often than it does. Like when we
I
first started
know.
cold calling, I was like expecting it a lot, but it's pretty rare.
No, it's really not that bad, especially if like I'm still cold calling in state for the most part. So if I can just get in, like if I can say Michigan business owner like as quick as possible, I feel like it's okay. So I used to do. I know you guys did door to door stuff. I was doing like soliciting people in grocery stores, and I think that's like the
Oh.
worst. That was terrible. So nothing can possibly compare to that for me.
What
So
was it for?
I was selling NRG energy supply, like switching people from one energy supply to another, and kind of the gig was we were walking around giving out gift cards to anybody that had a different energy supplier, and kind of through the whole conversation I was just slowly explaining them that I was transitioning them from one provider to another. And so naturally, somebody's just getting their pasta or whatever, and then I just walk up to them with a gift card and a little badge on. So there are some crazy blow ups there, but truly, I mean, as tough as cold calling is, it can never compare to the face to face stuff for me at least. So, um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It was a thing in too in door to door where like people would be like, wow, you go up to people's doors every day and like don't people get angry? And it's like actually very few people. I mean, statistically out of the number of people we talked to in terms of how many people actually got mad, is very few. Most people are pretty cool.
most people are pretty cool, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure you guys too. You just had some. You actually end up having like some really great conversations, even if people don't. You don't close them or whatever. So it's a
Yeah.
fun. It's
Especially with
like,
business owners.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It's like nothing else.
Yeah.
Um,
What's
some
up,
of these
man?
guys, crazy stories.
Pranav. Pranav. Pranav? I get it?
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
Heck yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well, brother. Good to see you. I'm glad you could make it.
Yeah, I had to.
You had to.
Yeah, because I'm currently in the space to reach out people, but I'm not sure how to do that. And for some reason, I saw a YouTube video of yours, like the first video that came up. Checked out the link. You have a school community. Then I was like, you know what? Let me just get on a call with them. I might get something useful.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you're here. The people that are in here right now, and it's actually funny, we'll probably have less people here today because I did less outreach to get people on the call. But the people that are in here, um, for the most part, are cold calling frequently. So you can ask any of us stuff and what's working for them. Remind me, what are you selling?
I'm selling voice AI. So I make custom voice AI solutions for businesses so that whenever someone calls them, a voice AI picks up the call 24/7, no matter what the time day is, books the call into the appointment calendar, answers frequently answered questions, and nitty-gritty details. So
Cool.
actually, the business owner can actually focus on things which actually improves the business or grows the business.
Nice. Heck yeah. We Sam and I actually sold the AI receptionist for a little bit inside of our business as well.
Wow.
So we can
Wow.
what was our pitch with that, Sam? It was pretty much this yeah.
Yeah, I think we did it more of like a because at the time in our business we are just testing it out, so we took like a test angle to it. Hey, we're just looking for business owners that are willing to test this out. Um, we're and then we'd hit them with like some form of a price drop. Like we're planning on charging 4.99 a month once this is dialed in. But if you're willing to be, some of our first people to test it, then we're gonna do it for I think we were doing it for 2.99, 2.49, something like that.
199, yeah, something like that.
Something
We
like
just
that.
use the basic and go high level, the AI receptionist, mainly for like we were reaching out to tree trimmers and like just basic functionality if they couldn't answer the phone, pick it up and I think we got like two or three people
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Then we kind of just
So,
refocused.
so I'm very my questions will be very stupid and very simple. But how do you guys overcome, like how to call people? Like the concept of calling people is something which because I don't want to sound like a person who is calling people in the middle of the day. Someone is having lunch or someone is walking their dog, and I'm like, hey, yeah, do you want to buy this stuff from me? Then things and that, and they'll just hang up. And I just don't like the feeling of that.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
None of us do. I this is like the main question, and I think it again, it's like you have to, I mean, if you're at a point in the business where like, you don't have these other channels, you don't have the resources to pay for Facebook ads, you don't know cold email or cold DM, like this is just what needs to be done. And someone messaged me and was just like, I hate cold calling. I'm like, yeah, but think about the end in mind. Like the initial negative reaction of like having to do this. Think about having a business that pays you tens of $1,000s a month or whatever it is, a couple $1,000s a month that you can manage from anywhere in the world and like do whatever you want to do. Like that's beautiful. And it requires sacrifice every single day. And facing that reject. That's I mean, like it is what it is. You just got to keep going. And like that rejection, it's going to make you a stronger person. You're going to become more confident. And guess what? Like a voice AI agent will help their business if you set it up right. Like, so having the mentality of like, yes, I'm an interruption, but this is going to help you. Like, this is going to be something that's going to benefit you and your business. It's going to save you time. But on the last week's call, just if you make a commitment to yourself to hit a certain number, those first couple of calls are always going to suck, but you're going to get to a point where it gets easier if you just do it every single day. But Marin, Hayden, Blake, we could check. I know Kathy's kind of just, you're more starting the cold call journey, but Sam and I, like, these are like, I have the group here, like, there's probably 10 of us that are actually cold calling every single day. And if you can be one of the few people, like I would bet money that Blake, Marin, Hayden in the next year are all going to be fine. Are all going to have successful businesses. Like I would put money on it because we've just made a decision that we're going to do it every day. So a quick story too on that of Sam and I's day today. Um, it's just such a roller coaster. We had 3 onboardings today. We got 3 clients today, and it started with another guy. I did a demo call on Monday, and he's like, "I'm gonna show up at this time," and then we get to the time, ghost. He even messaged a little bit before and was like, "Hey, I'm ready." Don't hear from him. And we're at a point now where we just like assume like, oh, okay, he's gone, like all these other people. But 45 minutes later, he ends up hopping on the onboarding call with Sam. I had a demo call that didn't go well, or he just said, I don't want to make a decision. And then I just called a no-show, somebody that like I didn't, I hadn't talked to in weeks. And he's like, oh, Frank, the review guy. And long story short, was like, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm like, cool. Hopped on an onboarding call, got him there. And then we had an in-person meeting today that we closed on a higher ticket plan. Let me tell you this though. How many days, Sam, have we had 5 appointments on our calendar and none of them show up?
Too many.
So like it's just about literally business. It's just make a commitment that you will not quit and you'll win. That's it. That's all. Like make that commitment, and like it's hard. It's not like I think the message I sent to Sam before for the onboarding that ghosted. I was like, my soul is darkness, because like it's just like you have to just be willing to eat shit over and over. But guess what? And I mean, Sam and I were, like um we're about at a point where we can pay our bills and like on a business that we started not that long ago. So it's just most people, there's just so many distractions that like, and Sam keeps me grounded a lot of like not going to shiny object syndrome every single day. Um, but like if you can just focus and just do it every day, bro, like, but it's really hard. It's really tough. But um,
My only question I have right now is, so like how do you call people? Like how do you create a list? And do you use your regular phone call, like regular phone number, or do you purchase a new one so that your regular phone call doesn't get blocked?
so we do both. I use my personal number. I've had really bad answer rates this week, so I don't know if something's happening there. But you can register your number with these free agent registries in the States. Um, or you can buy a number through like Close or Go High Level and call from there. But I would register the numbers to prevent it going to spam. My phone number might still be doing that because I call so much. I don't know. How actually, I'm curious, Blake, Marion, Hayden, what's your guys' answer rate looking like right now?
I'm
I
only,
oh
oh, sorry, go ahead, Marin. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I really only call like in state or like right out of the border. So I feel like it's pretty high. Honestly, I'm really bad at tracking it, but I would say about like a little over half pick up. Um, but I mean, I think being in state probably helps with like having a area code that they recognize. But what's weird, at least for me, because I'm in Atlanta, it doesn't say the specific city where I'm from. It says like Northeast Atlanta, which like anytime I get a phone call like that, like I know it's a cold caller or somebody trying to sell me something. So I don't know if that also has an effect on it.
Okay, that's a great answer rate. Jeez. I don't know if I guess we were getting that when the
Like today was really good. Like on average, like today it was like higher, but like I don't know. I need to be better about tracking it, honestly. I don't know if like in close, because with like the outcome, like I don't know what it is, like where you can like click what the outcome of the call was. Like I just leave it on like new contact if they don't answer. So I don't know if that's like a good tell of like if they didn't pick up though, you know?
fair, yeah. Um, I think I was getting Sam. Would you say I shouldn't say answer rate. Because I calculated of like decision makers talk to, and I think yesterday I did close to 100 and like talked to like 7 or 8 decision makers. It was pretty.
I mean, that's pretty abysmal, but I would say, I mean, you don't normally get like 30-40%. There's just a lot of gate guards too with
I was
certain
gonna say it's
industries.
also gate guards that are
A lot of
picking up
gate
too.
Yeah.
So it's not all business owners.
Yeah, like just a lot of people we just hang up on now.
Did they
Yeah.
call you back and are like, wait, what happened? Or
Occasionally.
Occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I feel a little mean. They're very sweet and just like beak.
So how many people you call in a day?
It depends on the day. We shoot for 100. Today was actually more like appointments, which is cool. Like I'd much rather do that, but that's kind of like the minimum of what we try to shoot for. Because like 100 calls, ideally like on a low end, you talk to 10 to 20 decision makers. At least just from my experience, I could probably improve that by changing the number up. Also, like we're calling a lot of plumbers, and they have a lot of gate guards, gatekeepers. But dude, the more the merrier. I mean, like more. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, if
gonna.
you can do 300 and stomach it, then you're gonna progress 2 to 3 times quicker.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, that's really the answer. A power dialer too is something that we haven't implemented that I know other like big companies use, and which would be huge. But I hope that I hope that helps. Um,
Great. So let me just read your script, go through the Skool community and see what I can make of it.
Yeah, dude. Go through there and maybe we could tailor something for a reception. Dude, somebody sent me their script for an AI a receptionist. Honestly, like a basic framework's good, but really 80% of your success is just doing it. Like the words and all of that don't matter as much of like just doing it. And the rest will come from there. But I hope that you do that and hop on here. I'd love to hear how it goes for you, and if I can be of any help, yeah, just let me know.
Definitely. And also I'm sending out one more URL which I just came out of another call. So these guys were telling me that this is, I don't know if this is true. So these guys, if you are registering with them, they get on a call, they copy your voice, and then they can call people up. And if they say yes, they want to talk more about it, they switch back to you, like if it's
Oh,
your voice, so that you don't have to, reintroduce every time or call every time or
you're
do. I don't know if I have explained it right.
outbound. Is this outbound calling?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So basically, they answer the phone, AI person, my voice.
Yeah, your voice, yes.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Yeah,
that,
just give it a try.
yeah, I think,
It's my
yeah.
contribution to this community. I don't know if it's true or not. I just got like 10 minutes ago this URL and was wondering if this might help anyone.
Dude, anything new, I would love to. Yeah. Oh, you sent it here. Uh, cool. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna check that.
And one last thing, I don't know if this is also helpful to anyone. So I use Comet browser myself. It's from Perplexity. And if you have a Perplexity Pro account and Comet browser, so basically what it does is it does more from as a browser. Like it, if you are stuck anywhere in technicality, it fetches information, gives out the information to you. If you're running into an error, it gives out information to you as well. It helps out actually as an assistant.
Okay. Heck yeah. Throw that in here too.
Okay.
Sweet. Um, appreciate you. I wanted Ray. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Good.
Was
So I
hoping
got.
you didn't call me. Call on me.
Dude, I wanted to. I feel like most of the people that come in here, I'm gonna stand up. I need to bring my energy up. So I just chatted with Ray briefly. He like just joined the community, but you've been in the marketing space for a bit now. So I just wanted to just hear your story, and maybe it can be helpful for other people.
Yeah, I've been in this space since I don't know, 2014 on a personal basis, and then 2017 started my company. Initially we started out as social media marketing when it was easy to get leads. And the cost per lead were much easier, also cheaper. But then eventually I kind of transitioned into web design, web development, that type of stuff. Um, been pretty decent up until when AI, Chat GPT, and everything hit. And then, of course, with websites being like $39.99, $49, we used to sell website for like 1,500, 3,000, 10,000, depending on what it is.
Mhm.
Nobody's doing that anymore. And so I said, you know what? Time to pivot, learn something new.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Heck yeah. Was that your main service, was websites and social media marketing?
When I transitioned, I kind of put social media marketing to the side and kind of focus primarily on web design. And then for my recurring, we added hosting and maintenance. So right now I have about 200 clients under maintenance, but I'm kind of stuck at that point. So I said, you know what? With Go Level, and I use Go Level a lot in the business, but not to as a SaaS product, but
Mhm.
more to help me within the business. So now I said, all right, let me probably upgrade to the SaaS and kind of more offer that product to service businesses with the same reputation management and all of that stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at in a nutshell.
Ray, what are you charging for hosting?
It vary. When I just started back in 2017, I used to kind of give it away like $35 per month. And then as I got more and more clients, I upgraded to like 55 per month, then 75 per month. Now I'm doing like between 79 to 150 per month, depending on
Okay, thanks.
yeah, depending on the size of the company. If it's a little mom and pop, 55, $79. If it's more of a larger company, like recently we have this travel agency. We built a total application form. So we charge like 200 per month, but that's like one off. But on average, I would say 79, $80, $90 basically.
Is that like
Gotcha.
with any updates? Are you guys like charge like by like update basis, like when they need their site updated, or that's like included with that hosting fee?
We charge with the $79 plan or then with the higher plan, like the $79, this $97 plan, we give them like a 2 hours free of minor updates. So if they have, let's say, their phone numbers to get changed, they want to add something to their website, which is going to take us maybe to them an hour or two, to us 10, 15 minutes, then we give them that free update. If they're looking for, let's say, a new website, a new page, then we offer like a 75 per hour to get that done.
Heck yeah. I see a lot right now because I think a big trend right now is obviously like monthly recurring revenue and websites. I've seen different people. I think Jasper's a big go high level guy that talks a lot about websites, and there's a couple other ones, but I see like $500,000 up front and then like a 97 to 199 range of monthly recurring, which we did two websites and we didn't do any upfront, which was a big mistake, but we do it at 299 a month. But we have like no, I was talking with Sam again because actually the meeting that I was going in today that just ended up turning out to be a review client. We thought we are going
Mhm.
to build a website for them, and they went with somebody else. But I'd be curious, how do you structure? Because like let's say they go in and they want to you build the website, but like let's say they want the website for themselves at some point. Like I feel like there's got to be like a term in there of like, hey, do you pay us for like let's say you build them the website and then 2 months in they're like, hey, we want to host it somewhere else. Like how do you go about that process?
Well, initially, well, even now, we charge a one-time fee if it's, let's say, a plumber's website, which is maybe 4 or 5 pages static. We'll charge like 850 to $1,000 for the website upfront. 500 now, 500 once it's completed. And then $79 for ongoing maintenance. So if 3, 4 months down the road they want to go somewhere else, sure, go ahead. It's all yours. The only thing they don't get is the theme builder, because once that expires, it's not going to be updated anymore. And just recently, we had a guy that said he wanted to move to Squarespace. I said, sure, Why? I don't know, but I said, all right, cool. And he was a client with us for like maybe 4 or 5 years.
Years.
Yeah, and he switched over to Squarespace. I guess he was looking for something cheaper, I'm assuming. Because when the person called me that was going to do the migration, seemed like she was from the Philippines or something like that.
Mhm.
So I said, all right, cool, no problem. So the theme builder has an API key. So once that expires, let's say well, in their case, they're transferring it to over to Squarespace. So they basically have to rebuild the website again from scratch. But if they were transferring it to another hosting with same WordPress, then that API key would eventually expire. Then there'd be no more updates. They'd either have to go in and purchase it themselves or something else.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So essentially, like, yeah, we give you the name and everything, but the website itself, which is the builder, can't be taken over, which makes sense.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah, which is
correct.
like we built you this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We tried the 299 model or the subscription model. I was like, nah, we put too much work in this initially, and then for them to just 2 weeks or 2 months later said, no, bon voyage. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, no, we had a client, we were doing a hairstylist, and we're like, this is really early on when we started, and we were like, yeah, we'll build you out a website, built out the website, and then she canceled, or like right when it was done, she's like, actually, no, I'm good. So
Damn.
yeah, that was fun. But hey, you learn.
I'm sure
You
it was.
learn. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you being in here. How have you gotten clients in the past? Have you tried cold calling? I know you guys have
It
handwritten.
has been between 2017, let's say 2018 to 23, mid 24. I would say 90% is through organic.
Which
Google My Business, Google My Profile.
like your business is Google My Business.
Yeah. And if someone looks me up on here in Fort Lauderdale, we are in the top three of the map pack. So that's where we pretty much got most of our business back then. But since the year started, really much, it's been like crickets.
Hmm.
So I said, you know what? Let's pivot to something else a little bit easier in terms of deliverables, but at the same time can still charge that 97 or 197, whatever I want to stack it with.
Yeah, like Blake said, so most of us in here do the review service. That's kind of what we talk about most in here, and the fulfillment of the service is easy. The clients see the results coming in every time they get a review. They get a notification from Google, so like they in the back of their head, like, okay, this is working. And I mean, what Clay says is like you just mentioned too with your websites. I think they're very similar offers in terms of not a lot of once you set it up, it's kind of done, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
Clay's like, yeah, on the video that we did together, he's like, yeah, I have clients that I haven't talked to in 2 years, since I've started the business,
True,
year and a
true.
half.
Because my clients, as I said, I have maybe 150 give and take, and I might find 3 clients that I speak to maybe once or twice for the month. The rest of them, they call me, hey Ray, XYZ. I'm like, shit, what's your website again? I don't remember. Because everything's done on the back end in terms of the plugins and the updates and all that stuff. So I don't really necessarily need to go in and do anything.
That's awesome.
So it was a good ride. Or it's still a good ride.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you start cold calling, let me tell you, you got a great voice. So it's I think you're gonna
Oh, oh
crush.
man, I suck when it comes to cold calling.
Yeah. What do you have a hard time with? Just doing it or just
Um, I think it's a rejection. I was telling my son this evening, as a matter of fact, he's 15. I came across Clay's one of his videos, that 8-hour video that he had, and he showed like his Stripe and all of that stuff, which a lot of people don't do. They'll yap, oh, I make X, but there's no proof. So I saw that and I said it to my son. I was like, oh, Daddy, I want to do this. Before I knew it, by the end of the night, he had a GHL account. He was watching the videos, he was learning, he was doing this. So I said to him, even today, I was saying to him, I said, listen, I hate cold calling. And the reason I do, I lived in Jamaica initially, just moved here 2012, I think. Back then, the business I had, I didn't need to reach out to anybody. I had a remittance company, um, Western Union, that type of stuff. So people came to me.
Yeah.
I could say, kiss my A, they still come back the next day because it wasn't a lot of options. So here it's a little bit different. It's the market's already saturated. So now I have to go out there and fish
Yeah. Or hunt, as someone said
or
earlier.
hunt.
Yeah.
So rejection, I've never experienced that. But here, get out my damn phone and all of that stuff. So just something you gotta mentally get used to and do it. I know it works,
It
but
works. And I always say it's like if you can just like figure it out and just get decent enough at it, you'll never go hungry. You'll always have a way to bring in more business for yourself at any point. It's free, and I
it's
think
free. Yeah.
it's free. It's free. It just
Yeah.
takes time, you
True.
know.
True.
Um, yeah, Blake, she's crushing with it. I know
Nice.
uh, Marin and there's a few people in here that are doing, but it's really just doing it consistently. But I appreciate you sharing, Ray. It's good to hear from people that have been in the space for a while and have been able to make a life for themselves through the digital marketing space. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
Appreciate you. Appreciate the group. Oh, I actually have a application that I made a few months ago. It's called the Objection Navigator.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So typically what it does, you put in, let's say you can load it to as many objections as possible, but then it's you have the objection handling response within it also. So you're on the phone, somebody said, man, it's too expensive. Boom, you click on the category, it scrolls directly to to that that category. And if it's too expensive, you click on that and the answer pops up. So I used it once, it kind of worked. But as I said, I haven't used it. I haven't done cold calling frequently enough. But yeah, I have it. So I'll probably share it with you guys one of these days.
Yeah, dude, post it in the community. That would be super helpful, and maybe we could work together to tailor it for specific
Yeah,
websites or reviews and stuff like that. That'd be
yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can upload your own JSON file to it. So you, let's say, use ChatGPT, come up with the top 20 or top 30 objections in X niche, and just load it to it.
Heck yeah, that's awesome, Ray. Sweet. I appreciate you, man. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Parnav.
Yeah, so I just posted a URL. Is this the sales script that you were mentioning about on the chat, on this chat, meeting chat?
Let's okay, so this script here was, hey, is this X business? Yeah, this one works. We kind of changed the one a bit. Here, I just since I'll just run through a quick role play if somebody wants to do it with me so you can see that. I think that'd be helpful too
Okay, yeah.
for the group. Blake, you want to be my customer? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just do the one that I'm doing now. I need to upload this into here, but just so you can see.
Mhm.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going? Is this okay, actually I'm doing the one that I wanted the new. All right, sorry. All right. Hi, this is Frank. How's it going?
Oh, good. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was shooting you a call. I'm a business owner. I just wanted to chat shortly about a potential partnership that I had in mind. Is it a bad time to talk?
It depends on what you had in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to cut me off if it's not helpful to you. But long story short, my buddy Sam and I, we started a company. We help service-based businesses just set up a simple system to get more reviews online from your customers. Obviously, more reviews means more people calling you, more people trusting you. But I was calling you. I saw you had 22 reviews. They're all great, which tells us you probably could get some more. And yeah, I just wanted to ask how you guys are getting reviews right now.
Yeah. We are asking, and sometimes I have my guys out in the field like show a QR code. So they mainly do that, but sometimes they're kind of bad about it.
Yeah, no, sometimes people forget, and I'm glad you guys are doing something. That's more than most people, so congrats on that. How long you been running the business?
We've been in business since 2019.
Okay, nice. Do you like being a business owner?
It depends on the day, for sure.
It has its highs and its lows, right?
For sure, yes.
Well, cool. Hey, I'll keep it short with you. It might not be a good fit, but we have a new way of getting reviews from your customers that works. The way we go
Mhm.
about it is something that has a really high conversion rate. It doesn't always make sense. I just wanted to make a quick call to make an introduction, but to see if I could help. Do you guys put the phone number and email into a CRM like Jobber, House Call Pro, QuickBooks, something like that?
Yeah, we do use QuickBooks.
Okay, great. And roughly, how many people do you think you guys serve on a monthly basis that you guys put inside of QuickBooks that we could potentially request a review from?
Oh man, it depends on the month. I mean, it could be anywhere from like 10 to 40, you know? I don't know. It just depends.
Okay, cool. And I mean, are you guys at a stage where you're trying to grow the business? Like, obviously, that's important. Or is it kind of just
Yeah,
stuff?
for sure. Absolutely. We're definitely prioritizing that.
Okay, cool. Well, it might be worth another conversation. I mean, really, our system, it's we let you test it out for free. It's a 2 week free trial. We don't do contracts or agreements. Our service works, and we can get you reviews as long as you have business coming in. If you had some time, like later today or tomorrow, I'd love to just introduce myself, show you how our system works. Because if you're getting 10 to 40 people a month, and we can capture 20 to 30% of those into reviews, that's going to be more business coming in the door long term. And obviously, people tend to do business with people they trust. So, what's your day look like later today to hop on like a 10-minute Zoom call? And if not today, I might have some time tomorrow.
Yeah, I think, tomorrow would work well. And so in the morning tomorrow would be good.
Like, I got a 9 or 11. What works best for you?
Let's do 9.
Okay, great. So it's so funny with role plays. Like Blake's just like being so nice. Like that's like, and this is why, like, as much as I can, there's obviously techniques and things, but really building a connection with somebody, asking the questions like, hey, like, because every call that shows up, like the one I booked yesterday, that showed up today, I booked a time, and then what I did after, and this is something new I've been doing that will be helpful to you guys, is I just try to talk with them like a friend. Like, oh yeah, like what's it like? Like you're in New York. Like, are you in the city? Oh, cool. How's city life? Like, and that's my personality type, so this might not make sense but like building the rapport. Like the guy yesterday, he's like, I want to go to flight school, so I'm using this business as I'm not putting a lot of energy into it. I'm just using this business to pay for flight school. Boom. What's that tell me? Okay, well, let me tie everything about what I'm offering now about flight school, right? So it's just about getting to know them and saying what's important in their life and how is my service going to benefit them the most and how can I tailor it to that? Like, so what I did for this guy is I called my buddy who's now a pilot. I asked him some questions because I told him on the call, I was like, hey, let me call him and I'll give you some tips on what he thinks because he's already done what you want to do. And how much more willing was he to show up because I just made the extra effort to be a human and like try to help. So I think my approach to cold calling, because there's some guys that are savages in terms of just like shark-esque energy with sales. But I think the approach of like, how can I be of service, connecting with them over the phone. Sam's amazing at this, who's my business partner in here, um, is going to be the thing that actually is like, actually, I'm going to get this guy to show up. You know how many calls I have of people that go, dude, the only reason I'm here is because you just like weren't a dick. Like, you know how many sales guys are just super pushy? Then again, because everything's a spectrum, on the other hand, you have to always be pushing to get an appointment. But there's this middle ground of like caring and like pushing for the next appointment, but also meeting them where they're at. And if you make the decision, and this is why I talk about this so much, if you just make the decision that you're going to do this until you're at a certain point, well, then you relieves the pressure of trying to close them right there, because it's like, I'm going to talk to you in a month. I'm going to talk to you in a year, right? So it's that's my that's my rant on that. But I hope that was helpful to you. What up,
Yeah, yeah. It was helpful. Thank you.
of course. I'm Aaron.
Okay, I wanted to ask, I feel like one thing I haven't really run into as much is people using House Call Pro just because the industries I've been calling. But today at least, a lot of people using House Call Pro, just like so unwilling to even like listen because they're like, oh, we're already doing it. And they're not getting good results. They're doing it, but they're getting really shitty results. So it's like, how are you guys like flipping the script to like, make them even just consider it? Because like I'm trying to find that middle balance, but if they're stuck in their ways, like, you know.
You're calling plumbers.
No, I was actually calling electricians today and I booked 5 appointments, which was
Let's go.
awesome. Today was a good one, but hopefully they show up. But yeah, so what are you guys doing that's like when someone uses House Call Pro that's kind of like like I tell them how it works, how it's different, but they're just like, no, we're good. Yes, I do ask them how many new customers.
We'll get to
I don't know if I just like suck at sales, like doing this, like I don't know, but it's like a new situation that I've run into where most people haven't used House Call Pro until like recently. So, any advice on that would be great.
I was gonna say, Sam, if you want to hop, because we actually had this chat recently, and Sam has a good way of going about it if you're there, my dude.
Yeah, I've had a lot of success with getting people to switch over from like CRMs with integrated review platforms. A lot of it comes down to it's it's kind of like a permission based thing is what I've settled on. So um for example, what I would do is like, oh yeah, we're already doing it. And from there, I'd be like, I'd stack on social proof, like, oh, perfect. I'm glad you guys are doing something that shows it's a priority to you. A lot of our clients actually use House Call Pro as well. So like kind of normalize it and use social proof. And then be like, what they kind of found when switching over to us is that we were able to do some creative things that have made the process better and have higher conversions. But before I chat your ear off, is this something that you would even really be willing to entertain if I were able to make this process better for you? And it's kind of like an all or nothing moment in that. Definitely some people say no, but the ones that are like, give you any form of positive feedback, those are the ones you want to target in that situation. Some people are going to be closed off to the idea. But once they give you that yes there, that's kind of when you can get into your other value propositions, actually compare and contrast and like compare versus how many reviews they're getting a month compared to what you can do and actually kind of get into the nitty gritty a little bit.
Are you guys like, I noticed on that role play, you didn't really mention any of the like photo or like a meal donation or anything. Have you guys kind of transitioned away from telling those details and waiting till a sales call to do that? Or like I guess the video? How are you guys going about that now?
Case by case, I would say. Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess it kind of depends on their personality where the conversation goes. But I don't know. For me personally, I would say 50-50. I don't know, Frank has something
Yeah,
different.
I've started saying it a lot less. So I don't go into as much detail unless it gets to the point in the conversation, and this is a great example if they're already using some sort of review function. And in House Call Pro, basically at the bottom of the invoice, it sends a link. They also do recently, I have heard that they are sending a text too, but it's
That's what everyone said. They're doing
yeah.
text. They're like, oh, we
Yeah.
already do text.
Yeah, and that's a thing. So then if it gets to a point like what Sam said and they're open to having a conversation, I've been saying the line of like, you could think of our service as like reviews on steroids. Little one-liners like that, I don't know. There's probably another version of that that's fun. But I only get there if they're willing to have that conversation and then they want to know why it's better. Um,
Yeah.
a big transition too. You got something more, Sam?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you. I
Uh,
agree.
a big transition too that I'm finding on the cold calls, because the service is so low ticket, I actually want to have the pricing conversation. I know way back we were talking about this, Marin. I want to have that pricing conversation on the cold call. So rather than because I think the experience of a lot of people hopping on with marketers in the past is like a thousands of dollar type situation. So I like bringing that up early and being like, this is something that's actually, just a couple $100 a month. Or what I've been saying, or trying to bait them into asking me price, is like, yeah, we don't do contracts. It's a 2-week free trial. We have services at every stage of where your business is at. And, it's affordable for everyone. And I kind of leave it there. And then you'll get them to be like, well, how much is it? Because then I can basically have a demo call on the cold call. And like, if they're down from, I told them price, I told them roughly how it works. Now I can just go, it's more of an onboarding call. Yeah, I might have to show them a couple things, tailor it to them. But I think having that pricing conversation, because our service is only a couple $100 a month, is better than like getting more no shows because they're expecting like a high ticket thing. That's where I'm at right now with it.
I've been
Yeah.
doing price on the call too, and I think it actually has been helping because people are like, "Oh, I guess we'll have to wait till the call before price." And I was like, "No, like I'll tell you, like I'm not trying to hide it." And I think that people like appreciate the honesty, like I really do, because then they're like, "Oh, that's not that bad." Like I think once I tell them, they're like almost relieved.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
It breaks the conception of what they view marketing to be. Because and no contracts. I mean, I don't know if anyone here does contracts, but no contracts also. Like it's just trust. Like either people have heard a horror story, got burned by some marketing guy in the past that held them up in a contract and didn't get results. Like that's kind of really at this point the whole focus of everything is just like what can I do to get this person to trust me? Because it's not any business that's even an inkling of successful can afford $150 a month or whatever. Like that's not a big business expense.
yeah.
So yeah.
And another thing too, guys, I just want, if you're just starting the review business or you're, in the process, every client that I talk to is so stoked. Like, and the feedback I get, and I finally today, I had a client call and be like, hey, can you remove these people? We don't want to request a review from them. Cool. And then I was like, how have you liked the service? And she's like, oh my gosh, we've gotten so many calls now from Google. Like people are saying they're finding us from Google. And I asked, I was like, can we do a Zoom call where like, can you do a testimonial? Please start doing that for your anytime people start, because like that social proof is also going to help you guys so much with your clients. But yeah, it's just because one of the big things when you're cold calling and it's new, if you haven't offered this service before, is your own conviction in the service working. So if I can just like share to you that like all our clients are happy, like the only ones that like aren't like sometimes they're like is people we can't integrate into and they have to send us a list and stuff. That's just a little bit more work for them. But the clients that are integrated, like the people we talk to, they're all stoked. um, if you're there, Muhammad, let us say hi if you're listening, or just if you don't want to chat, I just want to see where you're at and if you're cold calling.
Hello, hello. I'm here and I do not cold call.
Okay.
Currently, I'm here for taking value you provide. I saw your YouTube video. I was searching about cold calling. So I found your video, outreach video, and I liked it and I got value from it. So I thought, why not join the school community and see what.
Heck
So
yeah, man.
I find it very helpful and I hope I will gain experience and will be able to provide value soon.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, we'd love to hear how it goes for you in terms of
Yeah.
calling. And so were you just, I'm curious, you were just typing in cold calling into YouTube?
No, yeah, I was typing, calling and like closing videos I was watching. So I was watching actually Alex Hormozy, and on the right side I saw your videos as well, one or two I think. So I just clicked on it and I liked it. It was a 50 minutes video. I watched two of them. So
Heck
I
yeah,
got
dude.
I have a experience in a graphic designing agency. I am a graphic designing agency from the past 2 years, and we reach out basically So we reach out to Twitch streamers and we talk with them like about the game they are playing, and we just make a good conversation with them. Like we be friends. Then we
Friends.
like tell them that we do work for graph Twitch streamers as well, etc., etc. Then we show them our portfolio. It's very, I'll be honest, it's easy to get a deal from them. So yeah,
Heck yeah. Muhammad,
I'm
it's really hard to
too
hear
bad.
you. I just want to let you know it's very difficult.
I'm
Very
I'm really really sorry. It will not happen next time.
Oh, you're good, bro. No
So yeah,
worries. It's great
I'm
meeting you,
here.
man.
Nice to meet you too, all of you guys. And I'm hearing you and when you guys are talking about cold calling and getting leads and deals, etc., etc. I found it very hard as compared to my business. Like I do not have to face any kind of this much difficulties in my business. So I'm just surprised and I'm yeah surprised.
Well, tell us your ways, brother.
So my way, nice to meet you too, Blakey. And my ways are just like this. Like they are playing game. Like I have no interest in games. Okay. So I learned about games, the games they are playing, and I will ask them or give them tips about games. So that's how I will catch their interest. Okay. So it's very easy. Then I will become friends with them on Discord. Then I will talk with them 1, 2 days, 3 days. I'm a friend of him or her right now. Okay, then I will just tell them that I am a graphic designer in my professional life. I'm not here to sell you anything. Then I will just show them my portfolio, and sometimes they'll ask me by themselves to make them logos, etc., etc. And when I make them logo, then I will like by myself suggest them to get overlays and animations, etc., etc. So it goes like 1,000 to 1,500 per client if the client is a good client. Even though they don't have a lot of followers, like 10 to 15 followers, streamers also buys graphic stuff. So I think I'm lucky enough to get that uh, field. I don't know, but
No,
there's a lot in cold calling right now, I think, to learn for me.
no, I think the
Yeah,
important part there that
yeah,
would help everybody is like you make
yeah,
a friend first, right? And I
yeah.
think we have the added advantage of like, cold
Mhm,
calling, we don't know much about it, and maybe we can think
mhm.
of creative ways to
Yeah,
identify things on like maybe their Facebook page or stuff like that of like deeper research. We kind of
yeah,
have this like spray and like me and Sam just call a bunch, so we don't have as much data to then be like, oh, I
yeah,
saw that you like the Raiders or like, but that's
yeah.
good info.
I want to tell you one more thing. I consume Alex Hormozzi's content, okay? And I've read the 100 Millions Offers book as well. And what I've learned from him is to provide value first and then ask for something or suggest something uh, like with the price. So what I did is that there's a website from where you can get a free line art of a logo design. Like there's a character Naruto. If I want a line art of a Naruto character, I can just create it with AI. So what I will do is, if someone's favorite character is Naruto, I will say to him that I will personally make you a free line art sketch of that character, and if you like that, then we can complete that, or I can give it to you that for free, and we can like do more things. Then everybody will say yes because they are getting it for free. I didn't mention anything, and the AI will make a fabulous line art of it, and I will say to them that I made this by myself by working all night, etc., etc. So they will think that I'm providing free value, and that's how I make people happy very much, and they make me happy. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. And actually, guys, for the review side of things, I'm pretty sure that is it Nice Job or Podium? They just ask, hey, send us a couple phone numbers of your customers, like on the cold call, and we'll reach out to them and get you reviews from them for free. And then after that, if we get your reviews, then can we have a conversation? It's definitely a lot more front end work, but like that is an approach that I think Muhammad's talking about. Offer free value first. So maybe we could think of some creative ways of how to do that. And for websites, like I know that, like I had a customer, like there, people send out a photo of like he's a plumber, but doesn't have a website yet, and it put his logo on the top, and it's like, hey, this is what your website would look like. I built this for you, right? I know like Pavlov and a lot of other cold caller or guys that are teach this stuff on YouTube, like, hey, I already built you a website. Do you want to see it? Right? Like that approach for selling websites is huge. It's a little different for reviews because like we have to like get into their stuff, but maybe we could be like, hey, if you send us, would you be willing to send us 10 phone numbers of your customers? And if we get you a review or two from that, would you be down to have a conversation? That's something that we might be able to do too. But heck yeah, Muhammad, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you so much.
Sounds
Abdu. Yeah, a little bit of time here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Great, great. Hey, do you have any tips about no shows? Because all the most of the people that I talk to, or that I book on board, not onboarding, a demo especially, they just don't show. I don't know if I need to increase the amount of reminders. I don't know if I'm going to give them a reason to show up, like I send them like a a $5 Starbucks gift card if they show up. So I don't know, they just don't show up. So I was just thinking about some ways to kind of like make them show it on the demo, because if I get them on the demos, I think I have a pretty good chance of you know getting the information that I need to get them started.
Yeah. I guess first I want to ask Blake. I want to see how your no show because we've chatted. How has that been for you?
So I'm not tracking the numbers on it. I would say it's probably a little less than half. Um, I don't do what you guys are doing in terms of sending that video beforehand. I would like to do that in the future. Um, I I don't know. I really don't know what my number is exactly. But I just send some reminders that are pretty standard, a couple ones. One of those reminders, I think, provides some testimonials in the email. And so that's kind of my version, I guess, very small version of what you guys are doing beforehand.
Are you just doing the local market still, or are you reaching outside?
Yes, just a local market and hitting up a lot of niches, a lot of different ones.
In-person meetings?
Oh no, if I can control that, no, at all.
Okay, just curious. Um, yeah, I mean, no shows for us. Like we are still figuring it out, but the times that people show up is what I said earlier. Is like I've built a strong connection. We send out. So we use the Alex Hormozy bot to kind of tell us how to do a follow-up reminder sequence. Sam, how many do we send out? Like a day before?
Yeah, so we have like an automated sequence that is set up to do on time of booking, 24 hours before, 3 hours before, 1 hour before, 5 minutes before. Um, some are just simply like your Zoom is coming, like the ones like 5 minutes before is like your Zoom's coming up and here, like just post the link again. Um, Other ones are kind of value driven where we send out like a 5 minute VSL that provides more info and value. Um, yes, it's just a combo of reminders and social proof and value driven content, basically. We also individually, like on a personal with our personal numbers, we'll probably call these people once or twice as well, leading into the appointment. Um,
Are
we've
people getting
experimented.
like confused because you cold call them from a number, you text them from a different number, you also use your personal cell? Like, are they like asking? Because I use like my cold call number and then like my cell. So,
No, no one's ever said anything, honestly. Like, yeah, we're calling off a different number. The automated text is coming off a different number than our personal. No one's ever said anything. Um, but we've also experimented with doing like discounts and stuff to like show up to the Zoom meeting. So yeah, we're still trying to get it better though. That seems to be the crux of this business model of digital marketing across any services. So we're just trying to make marginal improvements ourselves on it.
I think one thing that's helping me too, get people to show up. I made a video which I think has helped. And people have showed up and been like, okay, let's just try it out because it's 2 weeks free anyways. And then I make like a little video and send it to them a couple hours before the call that just says like, hey, blah blah blah, this is Marin, and then looking forward to our call. And then like they just know I'm like a real person. So I think for me that's helped because they see like I'm a legit person and I'm not just like, trying to scam them.
Yeah, as many touch points as possible, I think is just the good rule, and understanding that the
This is
industry,
exactly how I fixed my show rate with
the
auto. And also
people that
understand
we're
being
reaching
written
out
not
to,
just something.
Sam, your audio. It's just about being in front of them as much as possible. And the industry that we're in of small business owners, especially like plumbers and HVAC, like they're busy. Like they're genuinely so like the guy today that I onboarded, he was a no-show. I forgot about him because I call so many people. And he's like, "Oh, Frank, the review guy. Yeah, I'm down." I'm like, okay. So, it's also about tracking. That's why I like close, to be able to see, okay, this is a no-show. I go through my no-show list. I go through my hot follow-up list. I've been doing that a lot more too, is actually not just cold calling, it's actually calling people that I've already spoke to. Crazy, I know. But that's helped a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, if anyone has improvements on no-show rates, please tell, because that'd be awesome. Um,
I mean,
but
I know people, a lot of people are not gonna show, but I mean, in my case, nobody showed. So
yeah,
I'm like, okay, I need to start, experimenting and, test different things to see how that works.
yeah, I think the mindset of just continuously putting in the work, because like, I mean, like, would you, at this point, it's got to be 20-30% show up rate for us. Like, I don't know, because we're calling out of state, like, not, yeah, it's not local, but it's just timing. It's just catching these people at the right time. It's all timing.
Yeah, and then the follow-up has to be here for this business model. Like we've recently been onboarding people that no-showed us previously, and it was just a timing thing, like Frank said. So the follow-up has to follow behind the no-shows. It's gonna get you so many clients.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
Also, one thing that I kind of noticed too was I kind of paused outreach right now, work on something, but one thing that helped me a little bit was reaching out through other channels than just text. Sometimes people, for whatever reason, actually do go on their email, which is still kind of surprising to me. But I guess if you just try to go send messages to like their email, if they have some social media platform, kind of just DM them. Because I mean, honestly, if they told you they're interested and they booked a meeting with you, I mean, it's not really pushy as long as you're just, sending them a reminder. Um, and they're probably only going to see one of those messages because like there's a good chance they're probably just on one of those platforms, not every single one. And worst case, they just say to, not reach out. But I mean, they booked a meeting with you, so it's better to know if they're actually going to show up and be interested than, just not really know anything.
Yeah, I love that. Multi-channel. DM, and actually we could do that too. DM them on Instagram, uh, email, text, call, a video, as much as possible. Like the more, the better. I think that's just the good rule of thumb there. Um, Also, Lauren, I didn't get to speak to you. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you're there, we are
Oh, I'm here. Yeah.
cool. Hi, sorry, I was meaning to get you. We're about wrapping up here, but are you cold calling or learning or?
Think about starting cold calling. I do go to events and stuff and like make that connection because it's just like when people see you, they just want to make sure you're real
Yeah.
instead of a voice
Yes.
on the phone. Once they see you, it's like there's no big questions really come up, right? Which is hilarious because like you only met me for like 5 minutes and then and it's hilarious. So, versus on cold calling, like traditionally, I have in the past. I don't particularly care for it, but if you do enough, it can be effective. Like my offer is kind of different because I actually go to like contractors such. I take their outstanding like estimates and I do all the follow up and to help them reclose those deals.
Ooh, that's a great op for contractors.
Yeah, I do like anybody who has like estimates or contractors, some of my plumbers with bigger jobs, because they don't do proper follow-up because you do have to do a lot of follow-up with folks. They'll stop you even the good ones, they'll stop after maybe about 90 days because that's usually when their estimates expire, and then if they can't close them and they don't hear back, they get ghosted, they just disappear. But I take over that part for them and set up the automation, set up that, and either we'll close it if it's someone's like ready to go, or we'll give it back to them if they have to go out and do another estimate. But um, that offer works out. I mean, the results, I've got good results for it. Like we closed $205,000 dollars worth of old estimates in the last like 6 months.
Go. That's awesome. Are you actually calling them? Is it all text message follow up or like their clients?
With them, we mix because different states have different laws on text depending on where they are or their current client and stuff. Like Texas got really, really tight. So we got to be careful. But no, we actually we email, and we will text.
That's cool. I think that's an amazing offer. I think one of the things recently I've realized now starting this journey is the closer your offer can be tied to their money and your offer making them more money, the more they'll pay you for it. Reviews are like one notch below. Like, yes, reviews end up making them more money, but sometimes there's still a gap of them like realizing that. Where like something like that, it's like, hey, if I don't know if you do like a commission basis, if like, hey, if I close the job on this, then I get a percentage of these jobs that you're missing out on, or but either way, I think that's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we mix it. I'm sorry. Yeah, we mix it. Some I'm playing with like some outcharge let's say if it's a roofer and they got all estimates, like, listen, give me 1800, we'll close 2 to 3 within 30, 45 days. Just give us, I don't need access to your CRM. I need your CSV with the notes. And I need someone to go back out to redo a roof because the estimate's too old. That's what I need from you. And usually we'll close like 4 or 5.
let's go. Did you have a roofing experience? I know, like past experience in that.
Not particularly in roofing, but like I worked in home services a lot. So like family of business. So there's certain things I know how to talk about, like foundation repair. I could talk extensively about foundation repair to different stuff. So at least they know like when we get questions like give me this, but I kind of already know how things are built because I used to do wall repairs and stuff like that. So it's nice to I know what to say and what's the question. And that's been, I mean, if I get the estimates, I'm good. Just like go away. Well, I need who's your technician, you need me, who's my contact, and that's it. And we just collect the money for them.
Heck yeah. See, I like having people in here with like different offers and experiences for us to learn from. But how do you get clients? How do you reach out to client? Have you like, yeah, how do you get clients for your offer?
Um, I'll do I'll do code emails, see if I can get the conversation started. I'll do like, hey, this is a thing, and then we'll if they want just a short like video, that's like 5 minutes or so, just to show it out, and then sometimes we'll experiment and close more from there. I meet them at events as well, so like local stuff because they're there trying to get business. And I'll just casually like say, you got how many old estimates you got? Like how long you keep them? He's like, oh, I usually trash them. I was like, well, would you give them to me? And if I can, do something with it, would you give me a piece of it? He's like, yeah. Because most of the time they throw them away. They flush their CRM if they have a
That's
CRM. They
crazy.
literally throw away money.
Yeah, it's nutty that people don't realize the power of their list. Um, well, sweet. I really appreciate you, Lauren, for sharing that. I'm gonna wrap the call up here, and I appreciate all you guys for showing up. Um, if there's any questions or anything that I can be of help in terms of cold calling or yeah, outreach stuff, or if you know some sauce I don't know, put that in the community. And yeah, I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your night, day.
All right. Take care, guys.
See you, Ray. Bye. Later.